Hey everyone, and welcome. Remember the tariff wars of the Trump era? Steel, aluminum, washing machines, solar panels, a whole host of goods suddenly slapped with import taxes. The promise was simple: protect American jobs, boost domestic industries, and make America great again. But did it really work out that way for the average American? That's what we're digging into today. Trump's tariffs' impact on the people. Before we dive into the effects, let's quickly recap the motivation behind these tariffs. President Trump argued that unfair trade practices, particularly by China, were harming American manufacturers and workers. He believed tariffs would level the playing field, forcing foreign countries to negotiate better trade deals and encouraging companies to bring production back to the U.S. The tariffs targeted a wide range of goods, impacting industries from agriculture to technology. The idea was to raise the price of imported goods, making domestically produced alternatives more competitive. So, did the tariffs deliver on the promise of job creation and a manufacturing renaissance? Well, the picture is complicated. Some industries did see a temporary boost. Steel production, for instance, initially saw a surge in demand. But the overall impact on manufacturing was far from overwhelmingly positive. Studies have shown that while some jobs may have been created in protected industries, many more were lost in industries that relied on imported materials or exported goods. A factory worker shares their experience of being laid off due to the rising material costs caused by tariffs. It's a tough situation many have faced. Higher prices for steel and aluminum, for example, made it more expensive for American manufacturers to produce goods like cars, appliances, and construction materials. This increased costs for consumers, and in many cases, led to job losses as companies struggled to remain competitive. The hoped-for reshoring boom largely failed to materialize. Perhaps the most direct impact on everyday Americans was the increase in prices. Tariffs are essentially taxes on imported goods, and these costs are often passed on to consumers. In a recent news report, increased prices for consumer goods due to tariffs were highlighted. Washing machines became significantly more expensive after tariffs were imposed. Cars containing imported steel and aluminum also saw price hikes. Even agricultural products faced higher prices as retaliatory tariffs from other countries made it harder for American farmers to export their goods. Ultimately, higher prices squeezed household budgets and reduced consumer choice. Speaking of agriculture, farmers were particularly hard hit. China, in response to U.S. tariffs, imposed tariffs on American agricultural products like soybeans, pork, and corn. This severely damaged the market for American farmers, leading to massive oversupply and plummeting prices. Many farmers faced bankruptcy, despite government subsidies intended to cushion the blow. While the Trump administration provided billions in aid to farmers, many argued that this was simply a band-aid solution to a problem caused by the tariffs themselves. The tariff wars weren't just a domestic issue. They created global economic uncertainty, disrupting supply chains and slowing down international trade. Businesses hesitated to invest or expand, unsure of what the next trade policy announcement would be. This instability ultimately impacted economic growth worldwide. So, did Trump's tariffs help the people? The evidence suggests a mixed bag, at best. While some industries may have experienced a short-term boost and certain jobs may have been created, the overall economic impact on the average American was largely negative. Higher prices, reduced consumer choice, and hardship for farmers were just some of the consequences. The tariff wars serve as a reminder that trade policy is complex, and the consequences of protectionist measures can be far-reaching and often unintended. What are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth analysis of important economic issues.